In this video, we're going to look at how to use Hammer in order to capture states from a real-world server and save those states into a simulation file that can later be used by Anvil to simulate that server. The simulation file is just a CSV file. It has points in the rows and states in the columns, so you could create one of these yourself, but it's very, very easy to create them with Hammer, as we'll see in this demo. For this demo, we'll be using the 61850 demo server as a real-world device. The 61850 demo server was written using our .NET components, and it simulates a Bay controller with a recloser and some interlocks. The ICD file and the algorithm for this Bay controller were provided to us by Christoph Brunner of IT for Power. So here we see the 61850 demo controller running. If we click the Help button, we get a pop-up dialog that explains the algorithm and the interlocks that are used by the Bay controller. We also have Hammer connected to the Bay controller. And the first thing we need to do when we connect Hammer to a server is we need to enable the report control blocks. So now that our report control blocks are enabled, we should start receiving data updates. And if we drill down here and look at, say, the currents, click on phase A, we can see that the currents are updating as shown in the Bay controller demo. Another way to look at values in Hammer is using the flat view. And with the flat view, we can filter by functional constraint. So let's filter and only look at the MX and STs. Again, if we scroll down, get down to the MX and look at our voltages and currents, again, we can see them updating as also shown in the Bay controller demo. Now that Hammer is connected to the real-world device and receiving updates, we can capture the states from this device into our simulation file. To do this, we select Tools, Generate Simulation File. We can enter a file name. Select Save, and we get a dialog which allows us to name the column. I'm going to name this column Normal because this is the normal state. And we can also select which functional constraints we want to save. I'm only going to save the MX and ST in order to keep the file size a little bit more manageable. You can certainly do all of them. For the sake of the demo, I just want to keep it down to the 2 points that I'm interested in, 2 types of points I'm interested in. So now we've generated a file. If we already had a file open, we could open it using Load Simulation File and open the file. And once the file's open, we can create additional columns. So let's open QA1. And now we go to Tools, Add Column to Simulation File, TMW Demo, and I'm going to call this QA1 Open. Now let's open QB1 and let's save that state as well. Add column, choose our file name. And that's really all there is to it. Connect Hammer to your device, make sure you're getting the updates, and then just save the states into the simulation file. In the next video, we'll look at how to load that simulation file into Anvil and simulate one or more servers using the same file.